If you're a king, then you deserve to get catered to. And if you treat me like a queen, it's only right I return the favor too. So I'm waking you up to the dinner that I made for you, and if you're good, then I'm waking you up to some other things I saved for you. Your little angel in doubt to remind you you're going to make it through. Your partner in war to tell you nobody built like you. You got an ice cream truck, then you know I'm out there and I'm scooping too. And since I know how much you do, I never forget to sit and pray for you. I heard those girls love you out there. Oh, that's kind of funny. Should I love them too? The only difference we share are the reasons that we in love with you. They love what you can do. I love the things I see inside of you. And he says falling for you was easy for me. You so much different from the chicks I often would meet. You waited for me while I played in the streets, calling my phone like, when you going to be the man I thought you could be? So anything you ask, I'm going to fall at your feet, because when you're a queen, you deserve to get catered to. And since you treat me like a king, it's only right I return that favor too. Thank you, everybody.
If this man does not have a job, does not take his manhood, he's still a man. He might get a job in future. He might, you know. But if you disrespect him because he does not have a job, what makes you think he will want to be with you if he has a job? In fact, women always talk a lot, but have little to offer. What do you bring in the relationship? What do you have to offer?
Obviously, you're not supposed to disrespect.
Today's women want the power of a man, the privileges of a woman, but the responsibilities of neither. Let me explain. You want to be financially provided for, right? You want him to pay the bills, take the check at the restaurant, pay for the house, fill up the car, pay for the roof over your head, the food that you eat, the clothes that you wear, the holidays you want to go on. Okay, but then what are you bringing to the table in the marriage? You don't want to be caught cooking or cleaning or looking after the house or looking after the kids, because you're not some maid. You're not his mom. You're not some nanny, right? You're Miss Independence, Miss Autonomy, Miss Freedom. And you don't want to be caught doing any of that stuff. So what are you doing? You want him to hold the door open for you to enter, the car door open for you to exit. You know, you want him to romance you with flowers and adoration and affection. Okay, great, he should. But then what are you doing to show him your love? You want him to elevate you. Great, he should. But how are you elevating him? What are you bringing to the table? What is your contribution to the marriage? What is your role in the partnership? What responsibilities are you shouldering? Or is it just take, but no give? Because that's what a lot of women today are like.
Everything you found out up to that wedding day is just what got you to the altar. Everything you about to say I do to is what you don't know. So this is why more than 50% of the marriages end in divorce, because they have no idea that the commitment they're making is not to what they do know about this person. It's what they don't know about this person. Damn.
Women can know 100 ways to catch a man cheating, but don't know 3 ways to make a man happy. You do all this paying attention. You paying attention to all the negative bullshit. You paying attention to the inconsistencies of his daily routine of how he treats you. But you ain't trying to find the root. You ain't trying to find the root of why he changed on you. You just think that he cheated. Oh, he cheating. No, maybe because I'm going through some shit. Maybe I'm really depressed. Maybe that you're not really fulfilling your role as a woman. Maybe you're not making me happy. Have you ever thought about that? Your first thought is he cheating. But maybe I'm depressed. Maybe I'm not happy. Maybe I'm fucked up in the head. Maybe I lost $100,000 in the fucking bed. Maybe I don't know how to talk to you. Maybe I don't know how to articulate my words. Maybe I don't know how to communicate this. But you think I'm cheating. Come on, women. We got to do better. Men, we got to do better at communicating as well. But women, come on now. Like, what? Y'all say, oh, men born to be hoes. But look what we got to go through. Bullshit. It's going to hurt us even more when we find out like our girl cheating on us and we ain't did shit. Every man doesn't cheat. Every man is not out here to try to get more women. It's some loyal men out here. I'm loyal. I am a loyal man. I'm loyal to you, baby. Don't cheat on me. Do not cheat on me. And if I find out you cheating,
What I have to do to make myself a 10?
Drop the attitude for a start. You know what? It doesn't matter what you look like. If you've got a bad attitude, you can never be.
Like, I don't understand.
What can we do to improve our appearance? Like, what can I do to be prettier?
Very little, unfortunately. Huh? No, seriously. I mean, like, a large part of, like, beauty is symmetry, right? I don't like girls who go out and get a ton of plastic surgery, because that's how women try to combat that. They try to compensate that. The better way to compensate for, like, okay, if I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world naturally, what's the better way to compensate for that? Okay, well, being humble, having good values, being a good mother figure, all these different things.
I think I'm fucking gorgeous. I think I'm perfect.
Listen, don't take this the wrong way. You're not a 10.
You don't like fat bitches?
Well, you took it there.
Wow! You could have just said no.
If you have an inaccurate self-assessment of your physical attractiveness,
What the fuck?
you're going to think that you deserve a certain caliber of man that you might be able to sleep with, maybe, but he's just not going to commit to you. And you're going to look at men that are actually your looks equivalent, and you're going to think you're settling for them, when in reality, that's your equivalent.
Temper issue mostly from my mom, because my mom also has a terrible temper, way worse than mine.
Is she leaving? Wait, don't leave. Oh.
I think she's...
So, no, she left.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes. Over 6 figures.
Over 6 figures? That's a millionaire.
What?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so
What the fuck?
are you saying he has to be a millionaire, or are you saying he has to be high 6 figures?
High 6 figures, yes.
What's the lowest 6 figures you would date?
300,000.
300,000.
What the fuck?
I'm assuming you normally date men in this category.
Yes.
So what's going on with them?
I haven't settled for anyone.
What the fuck?
What's been the issues?
They are not meeting all my requirements.
She belongs to the
So Ella, you're fine. Like, if you don't find a guy to fit everything, you'll be okay with being by yourself, it sounds like.
Yes. I have so many vibrators.
Well, I'm glad you're okay with being by yourself, because that's exactly what you're about to be, by your goddamn self. Everything that just came out your mouth was cap, Big Bird.
We can always count on Steve Mr. Potato Head Harvey, king of the old world simps, to provide us with an antiquated point of view about women, because he doesn't realize that the modern man has to deal with record-breaking levels of entitlement, delusion, mental illness, and emotional immaturity, independent women who don't need no man, disagreeableness, body counts, infidelity, and divorce rates. And an employed, responsible man is supposed to value the one thing he can find on damn near every woman in the world. That's the peak of our satisfaction, her vagina. No vetting for femininity, health, loyalty, agreeableness, aligned values, compassion, or a nurturing and supportive nature. Yeah, that makes sense, because when he comes home from working to provide, he can feel like a king knowing that there's no dinner cooked, there's no clothes washed, the house is not clean, and the kids are somewhere about to hurt themselves. Because his woman brings nothing but her vagina to the empty table that he bought. And here I was thinking it was more about finding and investing in a woman who has the attitudes, values, and beliefs to not only have another me, but to actually raise another me.
I counsel brothers whose side chicks have saved their life.
That don't sit right in my.
I'm serious. I'm just being honest. Like, they have saved. I've
My
counseled
tongue a little
brothers.
tart
I've
right
counseled
now.
brothers who was on the brink of annihilation, and they got a side chick who made them feel worth something. See, y'all don't want to talk about stories like that. Y'all don't want to talk about the real truth of the emotional abuse that women put on men.
Okay, so what about
So-
the stuff that men put on women?
We're not talking.
What about the
we're not talking about
but it's
that
always
tonight.
about a man.
No, it's not
always
always
about a man.
How it's always
It's
about a man?
always about a man.
You right.
You gotta please your man.
You right.
You gotta serve your man.
Absolutely.
You gotta do all these things
You
for
gotta do
your
all
man.
that. You gotta do all that. And the
And
Bible
then your
says
man
that you
ain't
gotta love
serving
that woman
or helping
just like
you.
Christ loved the church. So you gotta love that woman, treat that woman like a queen and not a slave. So I'm on both sides.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I guess it was just meant for me to talk about this topic because somebody sent me a DM requesting this topic, and then I scroll down TikTok and I see this video. Anyway, watch this.
When you have a father in your life, like myself, when you watch a man take lead, like growing up, you want those type of principles when you look forward to a man. And if my dad is head honcho of my house and is taking care of shit, then I'm expecting to come in my life and do the same thing.
Women will often say that about a man, like he has to live up to the standards of my father. But when a man says, I want the woman to live up to the standards of my mother, I'm not here to be your mother, you got mommy issues and all that. So why is it different when a man looks for expectations in a woman that he sees in his mother?
And your answer, that's what y'all call him sassy.
Hold on.
Y'all can try to argue all day long about this. What he said was true. Let me just start out by saying, ladies, if you have a father or a father figure in your life who has shown you what a man should be, there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You learning from your father how to be treated by a man is actually a good thing. But you also have to understand that men who have mothers, those mothers are going to be teaching their sons what to expect from a woman. Because y'all love saying, I'm not about to cook and clean, I'm not his mama, yada, yada, yada. But if a man were to say, it's not my job to provide and protect because I'm not your dad, see how fucked up that sounds? Y'all gotta stop with this attitude of, I'm not his mom, so I'm not about to cook for him, I'm not about to clean up, I'm not about to do laundry because I'm not his mama. Especially if you the type who will get mad if he uses that same logic in reverse on you. Of course, every relationship is different. You guys have to determine what your roles are that you are going to play. But in general, stop with this double standard. Just like it's okay for women to learn what qualities to look for in a man from their fathers, it is just as okay for a man to learn what qualities to look for in a woman from their mothers. And don't sit up here demanding them type of expectations if you can't live up to them yourself.
It's me smooth the fuck off this morning. Alright, so when she gonna get a motherfucking job, she gonna tell me, I do got a motherfucking job. This is my motherfucking job. These motherfucking kids. I wake them up in the morning, I feed them, I get them dressed, take them to school, pick them up from school, bring them back home. That is my job. That ain't no motherfucking job. That's your motherfucking responsibility. You supposed to motherfucking do that. You the motherfucking one that had them. Stop wanting a motherfucker to reward you for being a motherfucking parent. Why don't you supposed to motherfucking do? I do all this by myself. They ain't got no, they dad ain't here. No, you should have made sure they motherfucking daddy was there before you motherfucking got pregnant. That what you should have motherfucking did. Act like you can't motherfucking do nothing else but just that. This motherfucking women around here go to work every motherfucking day, go to school, and take care of their motherfucking kids. Stop using that shit for a motherfucking excuse. Want somebody to motherfucking reward you for being a motherfucking parent. That's your motherfucking responsibility. That ain't no job. And if you don't want to motherfucking do it, then stop motherfucking having them.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I still can't believe that I let y'all talk me into bringing that intro back. But it's cool though, you know, I'm gonna listen to my people. Anyway, watch this.
I had a man who I thought was the one because he would write me little love letters in the morning before work. Right. He would do all the sweet stuff. But he was too much of a simp. Where he's like, I would get scared of you. When you get mad, like, I'm not gonna front, I don't really like your attitude. And I'm like, yo, I'm not putting you down like a fucking piece of shit. Like, I'm mad. So I'm like, yo, I talk like this. And I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm a little mad, you know? And he's like, nah, whoa, I don't like.
So because a man wanted you guys to have healthy boundaries and healthy communication whenever you guys are discussing something that may have upset you, that makes him a simp? Because he didn't want you to talk out of anger and just talk to him rationally, he's a simp. But then whenever y'all get these guys who don't know how to communicate at all, and they're always communicating out of anger, then you want to sit up and cry about that. Baby, the math is not mathing. And I have said this once and I will say it again, no man wants no aggressive ass woman. If you're upset about something and you know you're talking with a little bit more aggression in your voice, a little bit more passion in your voice, okay. But when you just over the top aggressive, don't nobody want to deal with that. And no man wants a woman with all this aggression and masculine ass energy. And I've never understood why so many women don't understand that. Because let you detect any type of feminine energy in a man, y'all will drag him through the mud. Hell, men can't even eat certain foods or drink certain drinks at a restaurant without y'all trying to say he's feminine. But you want him to deal with that aggressive ass masculine personality that you got. Okay.
Fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment.
Oh, she belongs to the streets.
Support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together. And then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us. But then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect.
These passport bros, some odd people, man. Because they all say the same thing about going overseas to find a partner. And you know it's ill-intentioned, because I know you can find a woman somewhere in America that'll let you take care of her and pay for everything and be in the house. But y'all want that certain level of control, that level of control that person can't just pack all their things up and leave easily.
Like, it's really hard to have a discussion with a man with a glitter bonnet on. In actual reality, you look like an auntie. You also have the towel wrapped around your body looking old. But you know, everybody who hate the passport bros, for some reason, they all wear glasses, and I'm pretty sure they're going to tell me they get women. They all do for some reason. Even though most of these girls, you know, hot girl summer and they want a guy with money. But the towel, glitter bonnet, man, I bet you got money, right? They always do.
Am I the a-hole for abandoning my wife's daughter? When I started dating my wife, she already had a kid from a previous relationship. The father was an interesting individual that was in and out of the jail all the way up until he was taken out of this world. My relationship with my wife's daughter started when she was 10 years old, and that's when we got together. When I tell you that this little girl hated me, I don't know what I did or what I said to make her dislike me so much. But no matter what, every day she would let me know I'm not her father. She would let me know she doesn't want me to act like her father. It got to the point where my wife, I didn't even discipline her because my wife was like, you know what, let's just keep it separate. And that's what it was. Literally inside of our household, it was like two separate households. It was me, my wife, and then my wife and her daughter. When she turned 11 years old, her father had passed away. And that's when I started to talk to her about maybe I could be her father. Maybe we could make a relationship out of what we have. She was very adamant that I am not her father, I will never be her father, and adoption was off the table. At that point, my wife was already pregnant with our son, my son, and he was going to be born within the next 7 months. The relationship was awful. It was arguing every single day, and as she became a teenager, things kind of got worse and worse and worse to the point where I just didn't know what to do, and that was just another person that was inside of the household of which I lived. Tragically, when she was 15 years old, my wife passed away, and I had to take care of her and my son all by myself. At that point, I didn't know what to do. There was so much going on because we lived in a 50-50 household. It wasn't one of us working, we were both working, so now I have to take over all the responsibilities of two individuals that I'm trying to raise. And she was just not it. Literally everything that I said, she did against, she went against, and it got to the point where I was like, okay, I cannot do this anymore. I need to go home. I need to be around my family or around people that could help me raise kids. And she couldn't come. So one day I took her over her grandparents' house and I let them know the whole situation without letting her know. And I left. And I didn't come back. We did call eventually because the grandparents are the grandparents of my son and we would talk, but we never had any type of communication with the daughter because why? That's not your brother. I'm not your father. It is what it is. She thought of him as a half brother, but not really me as a father. So it's okay. It's okay. Fast forward to about 6 months ago. I get a call from her saying, hey, I would love to talk and see my little brother. So we did. We ended up getting a trip of her coming out here and we talked to her little brother. While she was here, though, she asked me straight up, why did you leave me with them? And I said, huh? And she said, why did you leave me with them? My life was absolutely horrible and I went through it almost every single day. My life was never the same since you wasn't in it anymore taking care of me. And I said with a straight face, I'm not your dad. What she said next shocked me to my core. She looked at me with a straight face and said, well,
men used to be men. Now you millennial motherfuckers running around worrying about what women think and how they feel and apologizing and shit. It's embarrassing.
Apologizing is embarrassing?
Yes, men don't apologize. That's a trap they set for us. Real men just own this shit.
No, real men take responsibility for what they do. Real men are strong enough to admit when they're wrong.
Real men are strong enough to put their foot in the motherfucker's ass when they get pissed off.
Hey, have all of y'all seen this Steve Harvey clip? If not, we're gonna play it for y'all, but I want to get everybody's opinion on it.
But that's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
Okay, so there was...
Man, cut that. Hold on.
Bruh.
Bruh. Okay, let me just say this. Let me start it off. Now, I'm gonna say this. Steve Harvey has been successfully pandering to women for about 2 decades now.
That sound like simp shit.
Look, bro. Steve Harvey is Derek Jackson before Derek Jackson, right? He been pandering to women, selling them all type of books and merch and all type of shit for at least 2 decades, selling us out. Now I'm gonna say this: if you take dating advice from somebody that had 3 divorces, this is his third. This is his third marriage. So this nigga failed 2 or 3 times at this. If you take dating advice from this man, you are fucking insane. Listen, shout out to Steve Harvey, right? Black greatness. If you want to take comedic advice, you want to be a comedian, holla at Steve. You want to be a radio host, he got a successful radio channel. I used to listen to that shit growing up. Holla at Steve.
I used to want to get advice about lineups from that nigga.
Bro, he finesses with the lineup.
Man,
that was the first nigga with the man wig.
He was the first nigga with the man wig.
I thought that nigga had like a razor lineup.
Bro,
that nigga had a whole lace front. That nigga had a whole lace front.
They were saying the nigga had a laser lineup.
Nigga,
literally. But yeah, Steve, you got to sit this one out, bro. This ain't even no hate or no nothing, bro. You definitely got to sit this one out, bro.
You're not going to sit here and tell me a woman could make another me. That's out.
Facts.
Because it's only one of me. I don't give a fuck who she date.
Because he's half of you now. That child is half of you now. Let's just be real.
You feel me? Second of all, you talking about what she bring to the table. She's supposed to bring nourishment to the table.
Talk
as
about
far
it.
as nurturing to the kids, nurturing to the house.
Talk about it.
Submissive to her man. Being submissive to the
Come
man,
on.
all that. You know what I'm saying? You talk about what she bringing to the table, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, we are the table. She just need to be the chairs. That's it. You feel me? Because if it's our job to take care of the women, then they don't get no stronger than that table that you just brought. You feel me? Let's just be real. That's my opinion.
See, look, this was Steve not understanding. He got that old school mentality. Bro, y'all didn't have the city girl generation back then, right? You don't have the hot girls, the city girls.
And or the fucking interest rate in life right now, how expensive it is right now.
Bro, a house was $4 when he was coming up.
Come on, my nigga.
It's easy to pay all the bills when the house
minimum wage was like 16 cents an hour when this nigga was growing up, bro.
Come on, man. Nigga go grocery shop with $100 to get enough groceries for the month.
Steve Harvey so old, that nigga birth certificate probably say Negro.
This nigga crazy.
I'm just saying, my nigga.
Hey, somebody sound off. Nah, but real shit though, like he really tweaking though, like bro. Inflation, cost of living, we are now in a dual economy, right? That means you need 2 incomes to survive. Period. Point blank. I don't give a fuck how you want to look at it. You need 2 incomes to survive, right? The government finessed women into working because they was looking, going, damn, we only taxing half of society right now. We can only tax the men because they the only ones working. So they tricked the women into working, right? So now that you working, guess what? You gonna have to bring more to the table than you had before. If I'm doing everything, what the fuck I need you for? I don't understand that. If I'm doing everything and all you got to do is show up, what do I need you for?
Dick duty. That's it.
Come on, man. You can hire a prostitute for that.
That's it. You can, but save you money, dick duty.
I'm just saying.
You got it's gamble with that though, man. If you gonna pay for that poon tax.
No, I'm just saying the way he's putting it, like, okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna pay for this. I'm gonna handle this. Basically, all responsible adult duties I'm gonna handle. You just show up and look cute.
I'm gonna just say
that
this.
Don't cut it in this generation.
No.
That shit is over with.
As far as living in a metropolitan city, that's no longer. Now, if we can take what we make right now in LA or Long Beach, where we at, and go to like, let's just say, motherfucking Lancaster and the same opportunities out there, nigga, we'll live like kings, whatever the case may be. But out here in the city, bro, it's shit.
Let me end that segment on this. Steve Harvey, you talk some bullshit, bro. We not trying to hear that, bro. You've been selling the South for like 2 decades. Fuck all that, bro. This a new day and age. These bitches is running around telling niggas suck my dick, and half these bitches really got dicks. You didn't have to deal with this shit, bro.
In the drawer.
You didn't have to deal with this shit, bro.
Steve
Like,
Harvey looked like he sit down when he pissed. Pull your nuts out.
I'm just saying, bro. You can stop pandering now. You are famous.
You
rich.
successful. You rich. Stop
You a legend.
gassing them up, man.
Bro, you ain't got to sell us out no more, bro. Women, you have to bring something to the table, right? If you find a man that is financially able to allow you to not have to bring finances to the table, okay, now you got to get back into being what a real woman is. You got to bring those qualities to the table because those qualities are worth more than money. You can't buy those qualities. So when we say, damn, what you bring to the table, we listening for those qualities. We don't care about your money. We got our own money. We gonna handle whatever. We're not worried about that. We worried about that shit that you can't buy. The shit that's not
the
bought.
intangibles, bro. That's what you trying to say. You saying the shit the nigga can't buy. We want that woman to step up and do. At the end of the day,
that's
my
a
nigga,
fact.
At the end of the day, bro, men and women, we meant to be there for each other. Certain things that we lack, we need y'all to pick up. Certain things that y'all lack, we're supposed to be there for each other. Step that shit up, both sides, and let's get it going, man. What's the next question, my nigga?
Okay.
These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What? What else she need to slide up to the table? What the fuck? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve?
Well, they need to what? Okay, if you don't, how that's working? You know, how that's working? Who don't need no man?
I'm independent. I can do for myself.
Yeah, but why do you want to? Yeah, okay, you can drop a transmission. You can sandblast your house. But hell, do you want to?
No.
If somebody could get out there and drop this transmission for you and sandblast your house, why don't you go get your nails done? I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie. What man don't need a woman? I tell you what. Try to live without them. Try to live your life without women. This ain't about la-da-da, man. This some bullshit without women. If it wasn't for women, what would you? He said, if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Dog, women is everything. They catch me out. They the lick, man. But these young boys done forgot it because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the right man.
Okay.
But this system of marriage is still good.
Okay.
This system of a man taking care of a woman, that's really how it's supposed to be. All the rest of it's bullshit, man. And y'all need to quit tricking yourself with this new way of thinking. Because this new way of thinking ain't getting y'all no damn where. I'm sorry.
It's more women own homeowners than it is men.
And you think that's something to be proud of?
But what I'm saying
No,
is...
answer me. Is that something to be proud of? Explain to me why.
Because
I think
if that woman has kids, guess who gets that house? Guess who gets it?
Do you know what a homeowner is?
They're Yes, I do know what a homeowner is.
Okay,
Someone that owns their home, that's not paying the bank, that's not like outright.
There's more women buying homes.
Okay.
Meaning they're taking out 30-year loans.
Oh my God, you always got to get technical.
But if you look up the statistics.
No man is buying a home by himself. No man is buying his home by himself.
I'm going to talk to you because you got common sense.
He's getting a woman.
Listen, single men typically don't buy homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men buy homes when they get a family, right? Meaning that they're married. So if you look up the stats, yes, more single women are buying homes than men because single men don't buy homes. It's actually sad because all that shows is women can't cooperate enough with a man to even be able to buy a home as a family, that they have to go out, acquire massive amounts of debt to buy the house by themselves. Not only are they buying the houses by themselves, Black women are getting evicted more than anybody in the country. If you look up the eviction rates, Black women are the most evicted people in the U.S. So yeah, you're buying these homes, but you can't even afford to pay them off. Why? Because you don't have that income that you that you need. You don't think so?
No, I think that a lot of
that's
women...
a fact. We can look it up right now. That's a fact. Black women are the most evicted in the
I think
U.S.
that's like
That's not
Section
even a
8.
shot at black women.
I
right?
think that's like
Are you
Section
talking about
8
homeowners
and-
though? 'Cause
Yeah,
homeowners,
like, you
Section
gotta
8,
look it up.
apartments,
No,
whatever you want to
You
look
gotta
at.
take out the
Also-
Section 8, taking all
Also,
of that shit.
black
Take
women
it
have
out.
the most debt out of everybody. Why? Because they're the most enrolled in college. They're the most getting those student loans, and they're the most going in debt. So they're actually the ones who need a partner the most, but are using these degrees to say they don't. Go out in the world buying houses by
We're
themselves.
not saying that we don't
they're
need
losing,
one. We're
that
not
they're
saying-
losing,
but we're not saying we
just
don't
to
need
say
one.
we bought it. I think that's sad.
We're not saying that we don't need one.
Okay.
That's the thing. And that's where the disconnect is at. Just because we're educated and we are able to buy our own homes and we're able to do these things for ourselves, that does not say that. That does not automatically say we don't want or need a man. Y'all assume that. Y'all are insecure and you assume that that's what it is, but that's not what most women, that's not what we want.
Okay, how is buying a home, going into debt, losing the home, helping your family? That's actually hindering your kids even more.
He said losing a home. Okay.
Would you not agree? Would you rather buy a home with your husband or would you rather buy a home alone?
I mean, of course, I'd rather buy a home with my husband.
Okay, so do you see women buying homes alone as a positive, or are you looking like, damn, why are all these women buying homes by themselves? Why are they not buying homes as a family? Because that's what homes were made for. They were made for families. They weren't made for single people. So you as a single person buying a home alone, that's a red flag. It's not like you buying it to flip it in real estate.
Or
you
to
buying this house to live
Airbnb.
in.
I know 2 women that do Airbnb right now.
You know 2?
Yep.
How many women is in the world?
I'm just
That's
saying.
not
I
even a
just know
percent.
2. I know 2 right now. Oh, you know what? I know 3 actually. Personally.
There's 8 billion people in
But
the
just
world.
saying, just to me,
More than
myself,
half are women.
But that's just
not
me,
even
myself.
a point of a percentage. Let's just be realistic. Most
Oh my
the
God.
average,
I know a
the
lot.
average person is buying a house to live in. And this generation isn't even paying off these houses for real. The average woman makes $37,000. The average black woman is like the least paid out of every race. So you buying a home alone, you already in the red. In California, the average house is what? I know you
A lot.
know. We talk offline all the time. What's
It's
the
a
average
lot.
home rate right now?
Yeah.
Nah, double that. Double that.
No, it's in the 4s.
Double that. No, in California.
In California, yeah.
Double that.
It's like $4.99. I didn't see them in like
For this
Compton.
studio. For this studio, maybe.
No.
The average home, right? The median home, if you look it up right now, is around $800,000. It would take you 2 lifetimes to pay that off, making what the average woman makes. So what you need to do is pair with the man, get that 2 income that you're talking about, and elevate.
Come to me, daddy.
I'm not doing anything with you. You know this is my period of fasting.
I don't understand. What do you mean you cannot do anything with me? I married you legally. I have the right over your body. And moreover, your fasting is over. This is not your fasting period. The least you can do is at least listen to me.
You know that I'm fasting for 40 days and it's not over yet. Until it's over, I can't fornicate.
So I wait for you till 40 days before I can touch my own wife. What do you understand by fornication? Fornication is when you're not legally married to the person. But we are legally married. So this is how you want to do it, right? No, is this what you want? My own wife putting on trouser inside, on top of towel. No problem. Since this is what you want to do. No one, we shall see.
Father, please forgive me because my ears have heard evil today and my eyes have seen evil today. Father, please forgive me. Forgive me, O Lord. Amen. Oh, Jesus. Babe,
This is it.
I already told you I don't want all of this until my 40 days of fasting is over. It's just 2 weeks, so you have to wait. Calm down.
I only hugged you and I gave you a peck. So what does it have to do with your fasting?
Please, You have to respect what the man of God said. After the 40 days fasting, then we can do anything we want to do.
Wait. You mean you've been doing all this because of what your pastor told you? Not even what God said.
He's a man of God. After God is him. We need to respect whatever he says.
Because you're fasting, I cannot touch you. I have no access to my wife again. And because your pastor said so. Can you even listen to yourself? I can't even hug my wife. Not talk of kiss her.
Babe.
For 2 weeks now, you've been starving me of my rights.
After the 40 days fasting, you can't do anything that you want us to do.
Alright, no problem.
3 hours later.
Come to me, Daddy.
You know what? I love this life.
Yeah.
When I'm done with you, you smell fire.
It's all for you. Come.
Let me quickly take off this clothes, eh?
Please do.
Hey, wait. For how long your legs are very...
That's why you owe that.
Ah! When I'm done with you. If I call you next time, you will not come. Don't worry.
Babe!
Eh?
What exactly is going on here?
Nothing. Actually, I called one of my friends to spice my day up. So he sent me this wonderful girl to take good care of me. Abby,
Yes,
I'm coming one minute. This is my wife.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh? My wife, not for that, I'm going to give you a slap.
Madam, relax. Try it. Please.
Babe!
Are you okay?
Oh no, but you put that bed!
I know. But don't worry. When I'm done now, she will go. We will continue our matrimony. You want to go? Maybe you're fasting.
Babe.
For the past 2 weeks plus, you refuse to give me my bed rights. My marriage rights. Abi? No problem. I will not disturb you. And your pastor said you should fast that way. Continue. Anytime I want to... You want to go?
Babe, I'm your wife.
I know. Shebi, you know it's my wife.
I know.
She knows as well.
Mommy Gio.
Once we are done, it's your bed. And let's go.
If you don't stand up from there, I'm going to drag you. I'm going to drag you.
Listen.
Leave that place.
Listen. If she must leave here, that means you're ready to give me what she's here for.
I will give you anything you want. Let her leave.
Listen again. If she must leave this house, that means you're ready to take her position.
Yes, I will take her position.
I'm fasting.
I'm not fasting again. Let her go. Tell her to leave.
Hold on. She's my client. Let's go. I'll send you the money. You try, you have skills. I would have loved to deal with you. But don't worry, I'll make it up to you. People are just wearing black and black. I don't understand. Aya. My bed. Aya, come, she's not ready.
Wait, I'm ready. I'm ready, yes, I'm ready.
No, it's not this side that she's giving me.
Which side do you want? Is it like this you want? Which one?
White women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need one. Your mothers, our mothers, failed you because your mothers are actively your competition. This is why you see women who are in their 20s partying with their daughters in their 30s and 40s. I'm sorry, on Instagram you can have this woman and this woman. You got mother-daughter competing because if your mama ain't married, she's still dating. And if you are 25 and your mother is 41, y'all are likely looking at the same kind of men. Women have not raised their daughters. Why do we have so many women over 40 still talking about, I'm 40 and look good, 50 and fly? Your ass should be sitting the fuck down somewhere. You should be somebody's grandma baking cookies. But instead you got the short haircut out here talking about you a diva. You can look around and it's like, oh, I'm good, I'm a diva and I'm this and that.